Welcome back, folks, to the game where babies eat tarantulas and where old men fold towels. This is Harvester. Last time, we picked up a launch application, so let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Yeah, you don't have to make a copy of it. He made that copy for you already.
Well, I might need additional copies. Maybe someone else wants one.
You shouldn't be handing out copies of that. It's rude.
It's rude. I don't care if it's rude. I just blackmailed someone, damn it.
Right. Yeah. No, as I warned you, and I'm giving you this one for freezies. The moment you turn that lodge application into the Sergeant at Arms, this day is over, and you'll begin the next day, and time will advance, and everything will be different.
And this is the missile base where we have what look like B-17s flying in the air.
You should save the game. I will give you that one for free as well.
And here we have Colonel Buster Monroe.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right, this Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Colored
Damn
communists,
right,
by the way.
Yep.
Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
That's the game breaking the fourth wall there. This is the 50s.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war. Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
So you'll notice, as he said, that he is missing his lower torso. He is on the ground without any legs.
Well, that's what I assumed. So tell me about your intestines.
Funny thing about it is,
Intestine.
you wouldn't think so, but you've got about 3 miles of intestines in your body, all curled up. Now that came in handy as I gauged my progress. While I crawled from Germany to England, my intestines would unravel, such that every 3 miles I'd have to roll them back up and stuff them back.
Because that's how that works,
Became a
right?
benchmark. What I lived for. Every time I stuffed my intestines back in, I knew I was 3 miles closer.
Stuff these intestines
this
all
way,
covered with
I kept my
snow and dirt and what have you, right back in
It's in Washington.
I can imagine why the Germans did not shoot him after that. They just wanted to watch.
Said I was too emotionally unstable to kill Koreans, so they transferred me to this boring stockpile of armed nuclear warheads. And to top it off, those pansy firemen won't let me join the Harvest Volunteer Fire Department. Oh, it makes you wonder. What's the point of going on?
I see. Emotional instability. Now tell me about the firemen. I'll ask about your emotional instability in just a moment.
I wanted to get back into the thick of the action and out of this desk job. Those firemen are a damn peculiar bunch of ladies. I thought they'd object to my lack of a lower body, but they wouldn't let me join the fire department because they said I couldn't draw naked men. Can't draw naked men? Who the hell wants to? I could draw one if I was a sick commie pervert. Look, I did this last night. What do you think?
It's nice. That's a fine drawing there, Kurt.
Your account will now get banned from YouTube because of that. Sure will. Yep. Get a strike and everything.
Ah, it's for commies anyway, Colonel.
You don't say. Then you'd better go reconnoiter the fire station, mister. There's a lot of art going on over there. Determine if commie infiltration has occurred in Harvest, and report back here.
That
Your
sounds like an
report could
idea.
Make the difference in what I decide to do.
About what, Colonel?
Never mind that, son. It's easier if you don't know.
I have an idea of what you're going to do. Anyway, tell me about... Give us more insight into your lower torso.
You say before you came to Harvest...
Oh god, you've done it now, Lethal. You have done it now.
That's right. I was behind enemy lines. The night was dark. The rain wet. Plastique I was supposed to rig the bridge with, precariously sandwiched between my knees as I crawled in the muddy mud. I didn't see the Jerry taking aim at me with his machine gun until half of me was flying through the air. With a quick spray of bullets in a straight line, he'd shot my body clean in two. My lower body landed at that Jerry's feet. I can still hear him, laughing as I started crawling in the general direction of England, calling behind me in broken English, "Mein Freund, where is your legs? Looky, what have we here? Some legs? Hey, did they never lose some legs?" I'll never forget looking back over my shoulder and seeing that crowd doing the can-can with my legs. Till a few weeks later, with only my compass and a pair of nylons, I made it back to safety. Now the Krauts are our friends and the commie bastards are our enemies. But even so, there's at least one crowd out there that I'll never invite over to Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I thought this was a good time to ask, did you ever do a sound test to make sure that the voice volumes would come through okay in the recording?
Well, you were here for every sound test we did, Grimith, so you know the answer.
No, I don't, because I can't hear anything on your end.
Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. You're about the same level as they are.
Good. So when I talk over them, I'm talking with them.
Yep. Emotional instability.
Of course, they wouldn't have given you the, button if you were really, say, emotionally unstable.
Of course not. I was given a full exam by my captors in the concentration camp when I was captured during my second penetration behind enemy lines. The year after
That's right. After he crawled back to England,
quite thorough.
he still served in World War
I
II.
don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in two equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced. A little lighter maybe, but my balance is fine. Still, is it abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad, and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no! Spit and polish, trump, a long, long way to Tipperary, especially when you're waddling on your hands. Get some gloves, they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking to my jockstrap behind my back. They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
Huh.
And you can ask him about the button or the nuclear holocaust. You've already asked about lower torso.
Let's talk about the button.
Why are you asking about the button, son?
I'm just a little nervous about it. I mean,
Look how mortified Steve is. That for good
You
reason.
get your panties in a bunch, mister.
The button is perfectly safe,
Perfectly
Lethal.
safe.
Do I know where it is?
I keep it on my purse.
It's right beneath his
Oh,
torso.
Jesus.
That commie bastard is getting his mitts on this button. No, siree, Bob. No one initiates.
That's why he's
a nuclear
suspending himself in the
holocaust
air. If he ever dropped, Lethal, that's it.
Now, doesn't that make you feel better?
Nope. Nope.
You can ask about commie bastards too, along with nuclear holocaust.
Let's talk about those nuclear holocausts.
It's up there. You.
I can't unclick.
Son, when you've had your body shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few
Simoleons?
for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than we're capable of handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody would die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us? Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work.
Because that's
Just
how
go
it
back
works,
to
right?
fucking work.
And the old radiation bunker.
Makes
Good.
me wonder why I don't just push the button and take me a nice vacation. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't?
Help!
It'd be nice, Colonel, but we've got to follow our orders, all right?
You're right, soldier.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. Sometimes the intense pain clouds my mind. The kookaburras start whispering to me about the pretty mangoes and the high trees, and I know they can see me. They see all of us. Can't you hear them? Chattering with the llamas behind our backs? They want our cornflakes, but they won't take the milk!
Tell me about those kookaburras.
Have you lost your mind? You think you can toy with me just because I have no lower torso, you damn kid, you? Or maybe you're one of those commie bastards.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Remember,
Yeah,
duck and
he's
cover.
fine.
Okay.
But you never did ask him about a commie bastard.
Well, wait. Now I'll ask him about commie bastard, since we've made a lot of headway here.
That's right. You wouldn't want to risk losing that progress.
What do you want?
The llamas sent me. No, the llamas, they fear me.
That's good.
That's good.
Someone has to keep them
So
in
let's
check.
keep them in check.
I'm glad you stopped by again. I want you to infiltrate those firemen, mister. There's a lot of art.
Yes. We know about the fucking art. Speaking of llamas, it reminds me of the other game we were gonna play, but that's for a different series. Anyway, call me bastard. Bastad.
Frankly, all these
Frankly, all these
are making me a little
questions.
suspicious of you. Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't shoot you right now?
You can't shoot me. I'm American. I have rights.
Right, huh? Your average commie bastard is always only too ready to hide behind the Constitution. Real Americans waive their rights for the common good. Would you?
Wow, this is hitting home pretty hard.
Oh,
Let's see. Let's see. I sure would for this great country of ours. Hell no, I refuse to surrender my goddamn rights.
Spoken like a
spoken like a true pinko.
Uh-oh.
And then he kills you.
Uh-oh.
And then falls on the button.
Well, shitcock. Uh-oh. They're gonna hit the lodge. Who's watching on there? Is that Stephanie? We'll never know.
We'll never know, because the game is over.
Damn it. Good game, everybody.
That's right. You're like, fuck you, I'm never giving up my rights.
All right, I think we've had enough fun with you. Let's go to the fire station.
Right. Apparently, since you're supposed to investigate for commie activity.
And here we have a fireman.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom.
I can't hear him, but I know what he sounds like.
Coordination.
A little Queenie, yeah. Look at the fire truck. It's a lovely shade of pink. That's adorable.
You got the harvest emblem up at the top, and hello!
We have a dog. It's foaming from his barking chops. I see. Fireman.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do.
Screwed up the penis.
Hello, Steve.
That's Sparky.
Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up.
Oh. Got another thing.
There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Neat. So,
I bet you feel safer already.
Where'd you hear about my memory loss?
Don't be silly. Everyone thinks that amnesia kick is a scream. Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, it's my job to keep abreast of developments in the community, to better serve you, the public. I'm sure you'll be thrilled when you learn of the many civic improvements we have planned for your fire department.
Such as...
Well, don't tell any of the others, but I've secured a bolt of the most divine mauve material. I've hidden it because, well, if any of these Marys got a hold of it, it'd be gone in a jiffy. So I'd rather keep it hush-hush. I'm going to make new drapes for the firehouse, and if I have any left, cross your fingers, I'm going to make everyone matching mauve pillow cozies.
Those are civic improvements.
Don't be such a party pooper, Steve.
I think the Colonel could get in here.
Besides,
That will also get your
fire
account
hard
banned from
since the
YouTube.
newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
I think the dog agrees. So,
And yes, that cutaway of a Dalmatian panting is really necessary. I'm glad they spent the money on that.
art?
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so gauche, Steve. It's beneath you.
Was I being gauche? I wasn't aware. Anyway, tell me about Spots, the dog.
Spots is a dandy watchdog, but like the rest of us, he has one awful vice. None of us can resist a nice cut of meat.
I don't think it's ass. I'm pretty sure it's not ass.
Pretty sure. Newspaper fire?
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go
Look
up
at his face.
Do you think it was arson? Or do you have a headache? What's going on there?
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
He's just like a texture there. Don't you go moving now. Tell me about that Wasp Woman.
Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching, fetching examples of manhood.
Sketching, fetching.
Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsu Crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
The Sentinel fire, of course, the newspaper.
Yep.
Commies?
Come again?
Come again?
What? Pinko?
Come again?
What?
Bye.
And we have a male model.
I don't
Yes.
converse on the job, Steve.
Well, that's fine, I suppose.
Yep. He doesn't converse on the job.
So there's a bolt of mauve material.
That's right.
It sounds like something we want to get our hands on. I don't know why, but it sounds like it. A picture of a
Picture
falcon.
phallic structures standing all in a row.
I see.
Phallic-like structures, excuse me.
So it's just a whole bunch of Washington monuments.
Decorative Oriental fans from the Ming Dynasty. An impressionistic landscape. A picture of a storybook fairy castle. A well-endowed nude man standing in the moonlight.
And it's a wall light.
The lights are too high up to reach.
Really? Okay. And we have fireplaces and a firehouse.
An accident just waiting to happen.
Wouldn't that just be ironic?
There is such symmetry in this place. Oh my god, seriously.
Except that there's not two dogs. They need another dog. Is there something over here? I guess this is all there is to the firehouse, is this one room.
Pretty much.
Where the hell did he hide the mauve bolt? It sounds like some kind of superhero.
The mauve bolt!
Alright, where is the fence? It's gotta be there.
The pickets of the fence gleam with a fresh coat of white paint like clean-cut soldiers standing at attention, defending truth, justice, and the American way. Really, Steve?
And there's that symbol again. It's like the harvest symbol.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
I'm glad a village of 51 people has a fucking symbol. That's good. They have something to identify with. They have nuclear missiles, too.
I know, right? I think that's all we can do here, I guess. Unless I can somehow get him, the guy who mentioned the mauve bolt, to actually give me the mauve bolt. And I don't know why I need that.
There's still plenty of places here you haven't even been to.
The meat plant, which I'm sure Potson would love to go to. Let's go there. Apparently this is the place I'm going to inherit.
Yep. Harvest Meats Incorporated.
That looks like it's still moving there. That looks like a llama.
Looks like a pretty foreboding place, huh?
I know, they just have like animal carcasses laying around. I guess I'll go inside.
Oh, hello!
And there's kitties!
Yes, kitties. Yay. And the guy.
I can't look at any of the kitties. That one doesn't look so good.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say, though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Pat O'Reilly? What's with the cats, dude?
What's with all the cats? This a slaughterhouse or a kennel?
Oh, them? They eat the scraps, that's all.
Yeah, but look at them. Isn't there some kind of health department that keeps tabs on these things?
Are you going to work at the health department, Steve? Or here?
You seem defensive. I wonder why.
Maybe I get sick of do-gooder busybodies sucking around here all the time. A man's up to his elbows in guts all day.
That's right, sucking around here all the time.
I see. Well, what about my dad's illness? Did he say what it was?
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
That's what I'm asking you.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Steve. You should be thinking about running the family business one day. That, getting into the lodge.
Well, that is one of my that's one of my dreams. So what about the family business?
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach.
In case you weren't tired of that image, here it is again.
It's so real, man.
When I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then
He looks cheerful, too.
you can call yourself
There's your red meat right there.
I was gonna say, I would love a steak right now, to be honest.
Wouldn't it?
I'm not even kidding. Tell me about meat.
Come to
Well,
think
it's
of it,
7:24 p.m.
I
We
don't see any
got plenty of
cattle
time to get a steak.
Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts.
Apparently that fly
Once you
constitutes the
take over
finest meat.
business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining
that.
quality while cutting costs.
If you weren't
know what
tired of
we're doing
that.
here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Well, could I have some meat to take home to remember this visit?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
I got your written permission right here, motherfucker!
Cutting costs?
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working and you're cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things. If you're privy.
Just to remind you.
Well, I guess that's all.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
I can't believe I can't look at the kitties. Examine the splotch. This used to be a kitty cat. Poor thing.
So yes, they eat the scraps. And they're killed. I got your cat right here. So, I guess I should have warned all the cat lovers too, huh? As a disclaimer.
Just a bit. It looks like that one's eating some scraps.
35 people will dislike this video now because of this, Lethal.
Let's see, a red brick building with a horrible stench coming from within.
Yeah, slaughterhouses don't smell very good. One of the houses that my family lived in for a good chunk of my life used to be next to a chicken plant. And, yeah. It was a thing. But yeah, still plenty of places you have not been to.
Try the Shady Oaks Mortuary. Let's see what's going on here.
Of course, Mr. Moynihan is in charge of both of these places.
Some votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with lots of matches. I see, and we have a ledger.
You don't need a lot of matches. Just use one match on one candle.
There's just
and then
that
use the
many
candle. The spread.
They don't have that kind of time, damn it. They just light all 10 up and just rake it right down the candles.
Yeah, you can do that too, or just use one candle to spread the flame to the others. Why are you being so goddamn wasteful? Have you never been to a class day before? Come on, man.
Those dear to us who have passed recently. Jonathan A. Rhinecliff. And we have a schedule of this week's funerary events. And can we read it? I would like to know the schedule. No? Okay. This is very foreboding. Pink? Well, I won't let the I won't let the colonel know about this. Well, that's a very nice thing. Examine the window. A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other.
1, they misspelled ethereal. 2, that is not me. I did not pose for that picture.
You don't wear green. Okay. A saint kneels before a shepherd, jubilantly terrified. And there's the mirror image. And there's a pew. It smells terrible. An imprint of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels is scraped into the thick dust of the pew. I see. So apparently someone's been sitting on it. Sliding heels. I see.
Of course, you have the lectern with that peculiar symbol on it.
I was gonna say, and it appears that there may be a Bible or something up there, but I can't get it exactly.
Yeah, you can't interact. Of course, you have that coffin in front of you.
Yep, it's
Casket.
empty.
An empty vessel of the dead.
Well, this was enlightening.
Yes.
I'm sure it'll be more important later.
But you haven't explored the entire mortuary. There's that door there.
Which door? Door over here? Let's see. Oh yes, this one over here.
Yep. And it's Mr. Moynihan!
Wait a minute. Doesn't bet this makes sense at all.
Yeah,
Well, he has
we
both of these
really
places.
have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab.
Why would you say that?
I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
That wasn't awkward at all, was it?
You're spouting gibberish. I'd say it's been a...
Yes, you're a bitch, we know. Examine corpse. The messy remains of some poor soul. We have some jars.
See, by the way, have you noticed, like, in these dialogue options, you're like, all of the keywords are, like, normally phrased, but, the end conversation button is just, like, in capital letters. Like, Steve's like, bye! Like, he can't wait to leave the conversation. Like,
Well, apparently
this is too fucking awkward for me, bye!
this other guy's exactly the same way. There are organic things floating in formaldehyde in these jars. The sort of things that make you want to look away before you really see what they are. But your eyes won't oblige. Okay, anything else?
That's horror, everyone. A pair of bloody handprints are smeared across the glass.
Why would they be smeared across the glass? Was someone trying to get away? A heart. A disembodied organ which was never meant to pump formaldehyde, of course.
I didn't know.
Are you sure? And we have a tube of astro glue. Can I pick it up? I gotta pick it up.
Can't have that, Steven.
It's mine.
I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was
I was only gonna borrow it.
yeah,
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
my dick.
Security. Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant. that
You
have to
trade
part
your
with.
dick for a tube of Astra? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I just make it hold it. It would keep-
Why would you want the mortician to hold your dick?
It's just an
Fucking end this video right now, you son of a